You're probably doing everything right in life, working hard, being polite, chasing success, but somehow the women you like barely notice you. You're not ugly, you're not broke, yet something is missing. Here's the truth most guys won't tell you. Women are drawn to something deeper than looks, money, or charm. They are wired to notice traits that signal strength, control, and presence. And if you don't have them, it doesn't matter how many nice things you do or how many compliments you give. This isn't about manipulation or faking confidence. It's about understanding the raw psychology of attraction and cultivating traits that make you magnetically masculine without saying a word. These are traits that scream stability, self-possession, and emotional control. The kind of energy women can't resist but can't quite explain. In this video, we're diving into 5 masculine traits that turn women's heads. Traits rooted in stoicism, discipline, and quiet power. By the end, you'll understand what makes a man truly irresistible and why most guys are failing at it without even realizing. 1. Emotional control. The calm in the storm. Most men think attraction is about being charming, funny, or even strong in a physical sense. But here's the hard truth. Women are drawn to men who can handle their emotions like a master handles fire. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It means choosing when to react and when to remain composed, even when life is chaotic. Imagine a man stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Most guys will slam the steering wheel, curse, and let frustration take over. Women notice this. It signals instability. But the man who sits calmly, takes a deep breath, and navigates the situation without losing his composure, that's magnetic. It shows he can handle pressure, handle life, and handle people, including her. Emotional stability is one of the most underestimated traits of masculine attraction because it's invisible yet powerful. This isn't just about handling big events. It's in the little moments too. Arguments, misunderstandings, or even a rude comment from a stranger. How you react in these moments tells a woman more about your masculinity than any pickup line ever could. A man who stays grounded shows he's reliable, strong, and worthy of trust, even when nothing is perfect. Imagine you're at a crowded restaurant and your order gets messed up. Instead of yelling at the waiter or showing frustration, you calmly address it. It's okay. Can we fix this? Your calm demeanor automatically shifts the energy in the room. She sees a man who can keep his cool under stress, someone who won't lose control when life throws curveballs. That kind of presence is addictive. Emotional control is the foundation of stoicism in daily life. Women sense it before they even understand it. It's not something you can fake. It comes from self-discipline, self-awareness, and practice. The calmer you are, the more magnetic your energy becomes, and the more women are drawn to you without even realizing why. 2. Purpose and ambition. A man on a mission. One of the most magnetic traits a man can have is clear direction. Women are instinctively drawn to men who know where they're going and aren't afraid to chase it. Purpose isn't just about career success or wealth. It's about having a life built around meaningful goals and a vision for the future. When a man lives with purpose, it shows he is in control of his life, not drifting with the crowd. A man without ambition comes across as predictable, stagnant, or even boring, no matter how attractive he might seem physically. Women pick up on this energy immediately. Purpose fuels confidence and self-assurance, because a man who is driven doesn't rely on external validation. He defines his own success and standards. It's irresistible because it signals that he can handle responsibility, make decisions, and lead when needed. Ambition also gives every interaction weight. Women sense the intensity in a man who is focused on something bigger than themselves. It's not about being obsessed with work. It's about living intentionally, making every choice count and refusing to waste energy on meaningless distractions. That energy becomes magnetic. It draws women in because it signals strength, drive, and self-possession. Imagine a man who wakes up every morning with a clear goal: to launch his own business, improve his health, or master a skill he's passionate about. He dedicates his time to taking consistent action, even when it's uncomfortable. At a social gathering, he's not aimlessly scrolling or complaining about life. He's fully engaged, confident, and talks about ideas and experiences he's creating. Women are naturally drawn to him because his life has structure and direction, and they see someone who can take charge of himself and potentially a family or relationship with equal focus. Purpose is a trait you can't fake. It comes from clarity, self-discipline, and consistent action. When a man has it, everything else falls into place: confidence, presence, and attraction. Women feel it even before they realize it, and it's one of the core traits that separate average men from irresistible ones. 3. Confidence rooted in action, not words. Confidence is something most men think comes from talking big or trying to impress. But here's the truth. Real confidence is silent, built through action, not words. Women can sense it immediately, the difference between a man who just talks and a man who consistently delivers. Confidence isn't about showing off or forcing dominance. It's about knowing your worth and living it out quietly, day by day. Think about the guys you notice in everyday life. It's rarely the one bragging about his job or flaunting money. It's the man who quietly solves problems, takes responsibility for his life, and follows through on what he says. That's the kind of energy that draws attention. Women subconsciously recognize it because it signals competence, reliability, and self-possession, all traits that make a man naturally attractive. Confidence rooted in action also shows up in small, everyday moments. It's in the way a man keeps calm in a tense situation, stands firm on his values, or handles challenges without seeking validation. It's in how he consistently works on himself, keeps promises, and moves through life without needing everyone's approval. These are subtle cues, but women pick them up effortlessly. They resonate more than words ever could. The quiet, steady energy of a man who acts confidently creates attraction without even trying. It's magnetic because it's authentic. You don't have to pretend or put on a show. You simply live with integrity and purpose. That consistency becomes a force of its own, one that women notice almost instinctively. And it separates a man who is respected and desired from one who is just another face in the crowd. 4. Self-reliance, the ability to stand alone. Here's a truth most men don't like to hear. Reliance is killing your masculinity. Too many guys spend their lives seeking validation, approval, or constant attention from others, especially women. They think being nice or available makes them attractive. It doesn't. What women find irresistible is a man who can stand on his own 2 feet, emotionally, financially, and mentally, without leaning on anyone to feel complete. Being self-reliant isn't about being distant or cold. It's about having a life so full, purposeful, and balanced that you don't need anyone else to validate your existence. It's about handling your own problems, making your own decisions, and holding yourself accountable. When you do this, you signal strength, independence, and security, qualities that women can't help but notice. Too many men are soft in this area. They complain about life, chase attention, or get overly upset when things don't go their way. That energy is unattractive because it screams dependency. A woman can sense desperation a mile away. On the other hand, a self-reliant man knows his worth, sets boundaries, and doesn't bend to please everyone. He's attractive because he's untouchable in a way, a man who doesn't need anyone to complete him, yet is fully capable of forming deep, meaningful connections. Wake up, men. Your comfort zone is slowly killing your chances with women. Stop looking for external validation and start mastering your independence. Learn to handle your finances, your emotions, your decisions, and your growth without leaning on others for constant reassurance. The more you cultivate self-reliance, the more your presence becomes magnetic. Women are drawn not just to what you have, but to the fact that you can thrive without anyone else's approval. That is power, and that is irresistible. Stoic presence, speaking without saying much. There's a certain kind of energy that women notice before they even see a man clearly. It's not his clothes, his phone, or even his laugh. It's the way he carries himself, calm, composed, and unshakable. This is stoic presence, the ability to hold your energy, stay grounded, and make an impact without needing to speak constantly. Women are drawn to it because it signals control, maturity, and confidence, qualities most men simply don't have. Too many guys think attraction comes from talking, impressing, or winning conversations. But a man with stoic presence doesn't need to fill silence with words. He listens more than he speaks, observes more than he reacts, and remains unshaken even when chaos surrounds him. That kind of energy makes him magnetic without trying. Women feel it instinctively because it's rare. Stoic presence also means showing emotions in the right way and at the right time. It's not about being emotionless. It's about mastering yourself, so your energy is steady and controlled. When a man moves through life this way, he commands respect and curiosity. People, especially women, subconsciously pay attention because there's a weight to his presence that others can't replicate. This trait becomes even more powerful when combined with the other masculine qualities we've discussed: emotional control, purpose, confidence, and self-reliance. Stoic presence amplifies them. It's the subtle glue that makes all the other traits irresistible. Women may not be able to explain why, but they feel it. They sense the energy of a man who doesn't need their approval, yet is fully capable of giving value and stability. That, ultimately, is the essence of attraction. In the end, being nice is killing your chances with women. You've been taught to please, to avoid conflict, to be polite above all else. But what women really notice is strength, presence, and self-mastery, not a man who bends over backward for approval. The nice guy doesn't get her attention. The man who controls himself, his life, and his energy does. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment about your experiences, moments when you felt invisible, or times when you saw these traits in action, and I'll personally respond. I don't just want you watching this video. I want to create a connection, share insights, and help you see the truth about attraction in your own life. If you've absorbed these 5 traits, you've taken the first step. But this is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll uncover the hidden mistakes men make that destroy attraction instantly, even when they think they're doing everything right. So be sure to subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell, so you would be the first to know when I upload the video. I'll see you then.